Good morning friends. Today we are going to discuss very important aspect of communication, that is what is communication. This topic is prescribed for our syllabus for BSc and BCom first year students. Friends, first of all, while discussing about this topic, what is communication, we will discuss what is the definition of communication. Generally, communication is an exchange of ideas, thoughts, feelings between two or more than two persons. It means for proper communication there are two persons needed. One is sender, second one that is receiver. But there are another aspects of communication, another items of communication which can be included in communication process. We will discuss about these items, these contents in detail here. For that purpose, we have to discuss what is communication process. My friends, the communication process friends, as I have told you earlier, there are various aspects of communication process. Friends, first of all, the first and very important aspect of communication is the sender. Sender is also known as source of information or speaker, because sender is the person who begins the communication process, who starts the communication process. Okay, as he is the source of information and he is the speaker, he is called as the beginner of communication process. The second one, that is encoding. My friends, what is encoding? Encoding means the shaping of idea in the mind of sender. When sender decides to send something to the receiver, a kind of idea, kind of thought takes shape in the mind of sender. It is known as encoding. Then third one, that is message. Message is a very important aspect of communication. Without message, communication cannot take place. It is a very important aspect. Then what is communication? Message is the idea, thought or concept, whatever the sender wants to share with receiver is known as message. Okay. Then fourth step, which is very important, that is channel. Then what is channel? Friends, sender is here. Sender has decided what he wants to share with his receiver. He has created message, but now he wants to decide by which channel he has to convey the message to his receiver, and that is why channel is fourth step. The channel means the way of communication. Which way he wants to use for communication? He can use face-to-face communication, he can use one-way communication, two-way communication system, he can use letter writing, he can use written aspect of communication. It means the sender can decide which channel he wants to use for communication. So, channel is fourth one, very important aspect of communication. Then, my friends, fifth one, that is receiver. As sender is important one, in the same way receiver is also important one. As sender sends message, receiver receives message. The whole process of communication is taking place only for this receiver, because the sender wants to share some kind of information, some kind of message with the receiver. That is why this process is taking place. Okay. Then Sixth one, that is decoding. Then what is decoding? As the process of encoding takes place in the mind of sender, in the same way the process of decoding takes place in the mind of receiver. Here receiver has to interpret the message given by the sender. When this receiver interprets the message, he can understand the meaning of message, he can give proper feedback to sender, and that is why the last step of communication process is the feedback. 7.1 Feedback. Here the receiver has to give proper feedback to the sender. After that, sender can understand whether the receiver have understood the message or not. So while after receiving message from the sender, the receiver has to give proper feedback to the receiver. Feedback is nothing but feedback is the response given by the receiver to the sender, and this is communication process, my friend. If this process constantly continues, it is called as communication cycle. Communication cycle means after completion of this process, after feedback by the receiver to the sender, then receiver becomes sender and sender becomes receiver. This whole process once again takes place, and that is why it is called as communication cycle. I hope that this concept will be understood all of you. We will discuss in our next lecture.